welcome to Tri-Valley Sports Final, your program for the best in local sports action. The Jack Badger to Seth Sanchez hookup lights it up as the Granada Matadors take on Livermore in the NCS Division 4 playoffs. All that plus Foothill Christian Brothers girls volleyball and much more right here at Tri-Valley Sports Final. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. I'm Ian Bartholomew on this week's show of NCS football as Granada takes on Livermore and Amador faces Las Lomas. We'll also have NorCal girls volleyball as Foothill squares off against Christian Brothers of Sacramento. And we'll have action from the EBAL girls tennis tournament. But to get us started with football, it's my co-host, Tim Sobrani.
Great. Thank you, Ian. And you knew it was going to be an exciting rematch of one of the EBAL's top football games of the year. We showed you last week's Tri-Valley Sports Final, the Granada Matadors edging out the Livermore Cowboys in a 28-27 thriller, capturing their first league title since 2018. Recently, the two teams met again in the quarterfinals of the NCS Division 4 playoffs. And there we see the Matadors breaking through the banner at halftime. It is tied at 14 apiece, so we're headed potentially for another thrilling finish, but the Matadors would get things going right away. You see Jack Badger, Seth Sanchez, 52 yards into the end zone, and Granada taking the lead 21-14. Badger again, this time getting the pass to Damian Miles. This one would go for 28 yards. He would finish with 58 yards receiving on the night. Badger now back to Seth Sanchez, opposite field. So Granada trying to get a 2-score lead, but Livermore would stay in it as Hayden Druba gets the interception, thwarting the Matadors' drive and giving the Cowboys the ball. Mateo Lordy now passing right away to C.T. Harper, 24-yard gain out near midfield. Lordy again this time, connecting with Matthew Benson. But the drive would stall fourth quarter. Granada gets the ball back, and Noah Blake right here trying to ground out some yards, 15-yard gain on that one. But that drive would stall. Now we see Robinson as Livermore gets the ball back. First down there, 18 yards, trying to drive into position. The Granada defense would stiffen right here as Luke Anderson gets the sack. Matadors would end up getting the ball back. Again, still clinging to a 21-14 lead. Badger finds Seth Sanchez out across midfield for the first down. Sanchez was finished with 98 yards receiving and a touchdown. Noah Blake now, look at that, fights his way forward all the way down to the 2-yard line. He would finish the night with 69 yards rushing. And then the direct snap, Esteban Duarte into the end zone for a touchdown. And he's got a partner on the sideline that's excited to see that, as well he should be. Big game there for Duarte. So Livermore now trying to get back in it, but Christian Mendenhall would end up with the sack, and that's going to do it, as Granada would end up finishing with the lead and the score. 28-14 would be the final. And you see Jack Badger, he would end up throwing 2 touchdown passes, one to Seth Sanchez to open up the third quarter. The Matadors advance. They'll face number 2 seed American Canyon in the semifinals at American Canyon. Cowboys, meanwhile, see their season come to an end despite 83 yards rushing from Kamari Robinson. Another good game between these two rivals.
Yeah, tie game at halftime, but the Granada defense was just really tough in the second half, and I think that was one of the big keys to the win.
Well, and if you can keep Robinson under 100 yards,
yeah.
I mean, he's one of the most prolific running backs, in the entire state. So I think right there is what made the difference for Granada.
And that's going to do it for Division 4. Up next, we're going to go to Division 2 as the Amador Valley Dons square off against Las Lomas. Plus, a little bit later, we'll have action from the EBAL Girls Tennis Championships. Please stay with us.